Who are you? The question everyone is always asking. Well, I am a Christian. I could be a lot of things that the Lord permits me to be. I could be a medical personnel, I could be a uniform person, I could be a mother, a wife, I could be a preacher, a pastor, speaker. But what is important is I am a Christian. And that is what this video is all about. Christians need to start speaking because the deterioration in the world is fast becoming a problem, and this decay is knocking at our door. Very soon, even the very own elect will have to suffer from this. You go into the internet today and it is flooded with so much vices. As if there's no good thing that God is doing. No place for decency, no place for truth, no place for godliness, no place for righteousness anymore. Content are being created daily in a way targeted to divert the minds and beliefs of our young generation to see things in a way that is actually opposite from the way the Lord has created it. The internet is flooded with so much vices that you begin to wonder if there is any truth anymore. Don't get me wrong, the internet is not a bad thing, but it looks as if those of the world are actually taking advantage of it, and Christians, we are just watching. We're just calm. We'll continue to watch. We too, we're going to suffer from it. We need to use every means or method available at our generation to ensure that we are actually doing that. If not, we just allow Satan's works creep into the heart of many, and a lot will be deceived. It's really funny what's going on in the internet today, because I was listening to a sister a few days ago and I was amazed. I was flabbergasted. By her opinion and her mindset already. She was telling me that she wasn't going to get married, that because all men are SCUM. Also bewildered by her mindset. I believe already at that stage. She told me confidently that she's not going to get married. She said when the time is right, she's just going to, look for someone, do IVF, donate sperm, and just have our own babies. Like, marriage is a scam, men are scum, and all of that. I was wondering, and I asked her why she had that kind of mindset. She said because started calling celebrities for me. Look at the way this one divorced this. Look at the way this one divorced this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what we're talking about. And I was like, you're looking at what's going on in the internet to decide your life. First of all, you should understand that your case is even different. The internet has eaten deep into her and given her a notion that is false. How many more people out there have the internet deceived, made to think that until they change their body, change themselves, fix this and do this, because all of the people out there in the internet are doing it. We must begin to take this thing seriously, and we must begin to speak. All of this is what is happening in the internet. It's what the internet is showing to you. It's what the internet wants you to see, and you're believing it, taking the voices of these people to become the voices of the day. And that again, my brethren, is false. This is what we're talking about. Christians need to start speaking. We need to start, lending our voice out there. So people see that this is not all there is to it. Now, first of all, not all men are scum, and not all ladies are whore. There are still decent and godly people in our society today. Yes, there's still people with integrity and virtue. There's still men who are decent, who want to have a home, who believe in having one wife and are ready to be faithful to that wife. Yes, I won't start saying that I have one because I have one, but there are still a lot of them out there who are decent, who seek the Lord, who love the Lord, who have humility, and they love their spouse, they love their home, they do everything to ensure that their marriage works. There are still men like that. The ones you are hearing are the ones coming to the internet to shout. Statistics show that over 70% of people living in Nigeria are not on all social media platforms. Yes, for example, me. I've never been on Twitter, not on Instagram, not on TikTok. I last visited Facebook 2 years ago, and I'm only here on YouTube only because the Lord sent me here. I think the app I daily use is WhatsApp, right? That's how there are a lot of other millions of people who are not flooding in all of these social media platforms, and they're not speaking. So you're only listening to the 30% who are on social media platform, and inside the 30%, the 15 to 20% probably who are shouting. Rather than channel your eyes on that, why not look at the 70% who are not there? Because the truth of the matter is that there are still a lot of godly individuals. I also have a situation like this. There's a brother I know that believes that all ladies are. He believes that there's no virgin. Because there are a lot. There's still a lot. The internet is just making you see ladies who are posing up themselves and making it look as if there's no virtue anymore. There is still virtue. And there will still be virtue. So I was telling him that I married as a virgin. And I believe that there are many more virgins that are going to come after me. I said in my mind, am I the only virgin in this world? Definitely no. There were many more virgins before I became the virgin, and there will be many more virgins even after. Don't let the internet post up people and make it look as if there's no virtue and decency in the world. There is still virtue. Remember saying to him that there will still be many more virgins coming up, even in the next 10, 20, or 40 years. Yes. Remember what happened with Elijah? When he went to God and said, Lord, there are no prophets anymore. All the prophets, they have bowed to bow. God said, no, I still have over 7,000. I have not bowed to bow. He was surprised. That's how there will still be many more people still holding on to virtue. You are only focusing on the 15% that is shouting and using the 15% to judge the norm. That's wrong calculation. I was listening to someone who said that very soon marriages will not be existing because a lot of divorce is just happening and people are no more, taking the sacredness of marriage anymore. And I laughed. I said, you're also listening to those who are ranting on social media. There are still a lot of people who have a godly home. There are still men who are godly, who believe in having a wife, who are ready to respect and value their wives, who are ready to be faithful. Yes, there are still brothers like that. And there are still sisters who are ready to be submissive in the matrimonial home, who still respect their husband and take them as their Lord. That's the first institution ordained by God. So you are listening to the few people who are shouting on social media because there are still godly marriages. There are still true marriages. There are still marriages where the man and the woman are still together, counting years, living happy lives, raising godly children. You are only listening to those shouting on the social media platform. So take your eyes off them and focus on what you want. What do you want? You want a good home, right? You want a happy living? Put your eyes there. Look for those around your neighborhood who are living successful marriage life and let your eyes be there. Leave social media and the rants alone. A lot of them are even using it for money making. So please, get your facts straight and be guided. Just like there are still going to be a lot of virgins, there are still going to be lots of marriages. For every 1,000 marriages that you think is divorcing, there will be 1,000,000 more that is coming up. Yes, give it in the next 10, 20, 30 years, people will still get married. Because marriage is that union that establishes generational longevity. So, marriage is not going anywhere. Now you ask, what is the way forward? Christians need to speak. Christians need to start talking. We have been hiding for too long and it is time for us to shine. It is time for us to reveal what God is and who God is through our lives, through our word, through our content. We need to start making content that is aimed and targeted at shaping and correcting the mindset and mentality of our generation. We need to use the internet space to our own advantage. We need to teach and pass out these laws and show the people that indeed virtue, righteousness, holiness still exist. And everything is not doomed. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify who? God. We have been mandated to shine. We have been mandated to reveal ourselves. Why have we now become the light that is lit but hidden under a bushel? There are still 1,000,000 people who have not compromised, who will not compromise, who do not plan to compromise. So please, we have to start speaking. We have to start showing forth that indeed the old path still remains the truest path. Even if it is the best you want, why not turn your gaze towards that path and navigate towards that direction? You need to start ensuring that our godly content go far, whatever it takes for you to push that gospel. It is your responsibility to do so. Maybe you're watching me now and you believe in what I'm saying. This is the time to start. Please hit on the like button because the more like you give this video, the more the algorithm will take it far so that it can go as far as it can and reach the many multitude that needs to hear this. If you also want to, you can hit on the subscribe button to listen to more content like this, because it is content like this that we need to let our children and our world see. Like I said before, we have been mandated and instructed to shine. We must shine. God has brought us into the forever kind of life, and it's our duty to ensure that we teach it and spread it to the whole world. We cannot be relaxed in Zion. The world is fast deteriorating and we must do something about it. If you find this video of value, let me hear your comment on the comment section. I'll talk more on this on my next video, but for now, bye bye. God bless you.